Hey everyone, it's KK. I hope you're doing well. I'm back with another process video, and I'm also doing another challenge with the girls here on YouTube, and we are using cork this week in our layouts. So I'm starting out with some pattern paper from the Chamel collection by American Crafts, and I've taken that pink diagonal stripe paper and I've cut it down and framed it with a black sheet of cardstock. Then I'm laying down this aqua and then this black and white diagonal stripe pattern paper. This tends to be my go-to method of just laying down a couple of really large layers so that I can have kind of a foundation for my photograph and my embellishments and have somewhere to kind of contain it all. Sometimes for me 12 by 12 can be overwhelming, so this really makes it all manageable for me. Once I get that laid down, I'll go ahead and lay down my photograph that I've used some white cardstock to mat. And then this pattern paper came in the collection, and I don't think it was a cut apart sheet, but it just had all these little cards all over it, and I decided to cut a few of them out and put one on either side of the photograph. I just really like the color of them. So once I get those two cards adhered, I'll have somewhere to kind of start building up from. I'm going to start out by placing this square, it's just like a 2x2 card from Ellie's Studio, and it says My Sweetheart. And for some reason, I just am not fond of that text at all. So I just lay it down anyway and keep going. And my first piece of cork is going to be this little ticket from the Chamel collection, and it says Lovely Little Life. And I don't know if these embellishments are from the first or the second. They may be a mixture of the two, but they're all from her collections. I wanted to put something kind of circular on these little clusters, so I started out with that little pink star from Ellie's Studio that was in a circle. I'm going to go ahead and do my title now, and I'm going to use some thickers and some October Afternoon stickers just to get that laid down so I make sure I have plenty of room to include that. Once I get that title laid down, I'm going to go ahead and go through this little basket of die cuts that I have to the side, and I'm going to just layer up some things. And I have a hard time using really random die cuts like this little ticket you're going to see me place right now, but I've decided that I just need to let it go, and I'm just going to do what's pleasing to my eye. Because otherwise I end up throwing those little things away, and sometimes they're a good portion of the ephemera packs that are random things that I think I won't use, but when I use them I always end up happy that I did. This little bow tie is another one. I would never use that on a page, but I decided today that I would use it, and I quite like the way it turned out. I just stuck it on some pop dots so it gave some dimension, and I'm still trying to include something circular on both sides just to balance out all the boxiness. So I have this little flower, and I'm going to use that in a minute, and then I have this flare right here, and I'm just going to kind of tuck it behind that bow tie, and I quite like the way it looks there. Oh, this leaf, it gave me so much trouble. I tried it in a million different places, and I just really wanted to use it because I liked, I guess, the pattern, and I liked the way it looked, but I put it in a million places, and it does eventually find a place, but it takes a while, and I'm sorry I didn't cut all this out, but this is the real life struggle. So I'm just looking for some things, and still I'm trying to bring in something circular, so I think I'm just digging through there looking for some stuff. And I'm still trying to find a place for this leaf. We're almost there, people, I promise. The leaf is going to find somewhere. There it goes. I end up tucking it behind that flare right there. And I know that the pattern paper and the leaf, the print, and that bow tie, it's all kind of running together, but it doesn't bother me, so I just go ahead and leave it there. At this point, I don't really like that circle embellishment that I laid down earlier, so I just take this and cover it up. And sometimes I'll pull something like that up to save for later, but generally it doesn't bother me to waste something because I have so many things that wasting one little piece of paper or one embellishment is not going to kill me. So I found this little banner. It's from Ellie's Studio as well, and I'm just going to use that to cover up that text that I wasn't too fond of to begin with. There's that flower again, and I decide that I'm going to cut it in half and use half on the right side and half at the top area of the left hand side. And in looking in this, I wanted one more little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle some mist around while I'm thinking about where I want to put this embellishment, this last little bit of embellishment. And the two options I have are right there by the title, or I thought about bringing something up to the very top. But at the end, I decide that down by the title is probably my best spot. So I have this cork circle that I punched out, but it seems too large, and I kind of wanted to give it something like a backing. So I had that sticker from a Dear Lizzie collection that I hadn't used, and I went ahead and just layered that cork circle over that and just kind of tucked it in there. And then I'm going to layer up another piece of flair on top. So once I get that done, I feel like I'm pretty well on my way to being done, and I just add a little cork camera there. And I take this little circle that is from the Chamel collection as well, and it just says enjoy, and I kind of just tuck it behind there. And once I do that, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and please make sure you check out the rest of the girls. I'll leave their links down below, and until next time, bye bye.